ice cream. You scream, we all scream for ice cream. Ooh. Yum, yum. So hey friends, we are now at the Botanical Gardens. The ice cream before was so delicious and it was such a chill atmosphere because while we were eating our ice cream there was this guy playing his guitar in the street and it was just such good vibes. It was so lovely. Anyways, we're going to go into the gardens now. Hey there cozy friends, how are you? So I'm having such a lovely time today. This is like truly the first like really warm day that I can actually sit in the grass and it just feels absolutely wonderful. And I just feel like that spring, I think that spring is like the easiest season to romanticize in a way because I've been trying really hard. I've been trying really hard this last winter to kind of like romanticize life in winter. And I think in a way I kind of succeeded, but I don't know, after a while I just feel like that for me personally, winter just kind of like exhausts me and then I'm like kind of losing interest in, I don't know, trying out new stuff and actually doing things. And I just want to stay at home and just, you know, not do a lot. And then spring comes around and everything comes to life around you and you feel like you're coming to life yourself. I don't know, I also feel like that spring somehow is like a very aesthetic season. Like this morning I was having my breakfast, I was sitting in the living room and I looked out the window and I just saw all of these cherry blossom petals just fluttering in the wind and it was so beautiful. Like I couldn't even have captured it if I wanted to with my camera because it was gone before I could actually have like gotten my camera out. But I don't know, it was such a magical little moment. I don't know, it just made me happy and I just kind of wanted to share it with you. But it really like kind of looks like a scene straight out of an anime or a manga. Anyways, just having a really lovely time today, and I feel like I'm like slowly recharging my batteries again. I've had some very busy past days. Actually, I also had like a very busy morning. I got up just a little after 9 this morning, which is kind of early for the weekend for me. And I already did like a lot of things. But yeah, it feels just really good to just sit here, do a little bit of drawing. I'm actually currently doing some word searchers. I found quite a few already. So I'm just having fun, and hope you're all doing well. So catch you in a bit. Hey friends, so I have prepared my cozy reading nook. I'm in my PJs. I am ready to have like a super duper relaxing weekend. And it also happens to be Easter weekend, so I've got a day extra. I'm so happy with that because I've been feeling quite tired lately, and then I just kind of tried to like find new energy, and it kind of worked for a few days, and then I just felt really tired again. So I'm really happy that I got this like really long extended weekend to recharge. So like I said, we're going to do a bit of reading. I really want to carve out some proper reading time for myself today because lately I've been so distracted by playing video games. So anytime I have like a bit of free time and I get like the choice between video games or reading a book, I choose to play a video game, but I am really starting to miss some actual reading time. And I am still reading The Baby Dragon Cafe. And I think I've been reading this book for like a month or maybe even longer, which is ridiculous because it isn't such a big book and it is not a difficult book. It's like kind of fluffy, it's very easy to read, and I'm really enjoying myself with it. So it's not the book, it is totally me. Anyways, I'm going to do a little bit of gaming now first because I'm actually waiting for the rest of my family here until they're all ready to have breakfast together. It's like I said, it's weekend, so things move really slowly around here during the weekends. So but anyways, after we have breakfast, then we're going to come back here and then we're going to do some cozy reading. I'm also planning on like doing some kind of like multitasking and also film like a new read with me body doubling video. So if you are interested in one of those, if you like are looking for like a cozy silent reading buddy, that video should be up like in a few days after this video comes live. So stay tuned if you're interested in that. But anyways, I'm going to like give in to my gaming addiction for just a little bit, going to game for just a little bit, have some breakfast, then we're gonna sit here. And I've also actually bought some new books the other day, like some new ebooks that were all like on a really big discount. So I will share later which books I've bought because I'm really excited to read them, which is another reason why I really want to kind of like hurry up now with The Baby Dragon Cafe, because I really want to read those other books as well, but also because I really want to know how the story continues because it is such a cute and really lovely book. I'm really enjoying myself. Anyway, we're gonna do some other stuff and then I'll catch you in a bit. finished reading The Baby Dragon Cafe by now. I have read for nearly 2 hours and it feels so great. And this book is just getting cuter by the chapter. Really, really enjoying it. So I would highly recommend it if you're like looking for a really cozy and sweet and very wholesome read. It's really, really sweet. I'm really, really enjoying it. I love the characters. Their emotions feel very real. And what I really like about this book is that it is really, really low key. Like at the start and even like halfway, I kind of felt like there was going to happen something like really big and more like action scenes or something towards the end, but it doesn't happen. It just stays very, very low key. And I don't know, it makes it feel like very realistic, even though it takes place in a world where dragons truly exist and chimeras and phoenixes and those kinds of creatures. But it feels very real, very low key. It is like really, really relaxing to read, so I'm really enjoying that. Anyways, I had promised you that I would share some of the books which I recently bought. And one of the ebooks is one I've had on my radar for a little while now, and it's called The Convenience Store by the Sea. And I'll just read you the blurb because it's easier than me trying to have to explain a book I haven't even read yet. The quaint seaside town in Kitakyushu, Mojiko, is full of hidden delights, and one unexpected treasure is a 24/7 convenience store, Tenderness. At first glance, it's a store like any other. Sure, it's a bit odd that the handsome manager has his own fan club, and perhaps the customers are somewhat eccentric, but there's a warmth about Tenderness that draws you in. The bright lights are always on, the employees know you by name, and the shelves are stacked with delicious treats, from strong hot coffee to sweet treats, crispy fried chicken to refreshing soba. After a while, you get the feeling that whatever you need might just be waiting for you here. So obviously it is a Japanese light novel, and apparently it is really great for fans of Before the Coffee Gets Cold. I have actually read Before the Coffee Gets Cold, like only the first book, and I did enjoy it, but I wasn't like really wowed by it. Maybe I need to like read it again at some point. I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't in the right headspace for the book when I read it. I'm still kind of like searching for other types of these like concepts, these kinds of books, and to try and find something I actually really, really like. So if you really enjoyed Before the Coffee Gets Cold, please let me know in the comments down below, and if I should read the sequels as well, because I know the books look really beautiful, and it wasn't that I disliked the first book, but I don't know, couldn't really get into it. Anyways, another book I bought is The Teller of Small Fortunes, which is described as the most cozy, heartwarming and comforting fantasy. So I'm very, very curious about this one. So it is described as a cozy fantasy about trying to find yourself and finding a family instead. Perfect for fans of Legends and Lattes, I still need to read that one, The Baby Dragon Cafe, reading that one, and The House in the Cerulean Sea. I don't know that one actually, I should look that up. So the blurb goes like this. Fleeing a troubled past, immigrant fortune teller Tao roams the dusty countryside with only her mule for company, telling small fortunes for small prices. Big fortunes come with big consequences, which she knows from bitter experience. It's a lonely life until she encounters an ex-mercenary and a semi-reformed thief who recruit her into their desperate search for a lost child. Soon, they're joined by a baker with a need for adventure and, of course, a slightly magical cat. Tao sets down a new path with companions as big-hearted as her fortunes are small, but as her friends break down her walls, the shadows of her past close in. Now Tao must decide whether to risk everything to save the family she never thought she could have. So it sounds really, really lovely. Like there are some reviews from readers, and one person actually says, comforting as a bowl of hot soup on a cold, wet day. Sounds great, sounds lovely. So I'm really curious about that one. And then I've also recently bought The Bookshop Woman, which is also a Japanese light novel. The one before this, the fantasy novel, wasn't Japanese, by the way. But so the blurb of this one goes like this. Nanako Hanada's life has hit rock bottom. Separated from her husband, she's living between 4-hour capsule hotels and pokey internet cafes in Tokyo. Work is going no better as sales at her eccentric bookstore dwindle. Reading is the only thing keeping her alive. That's until Nanako downloads an app called Perfect Strangers, which offers 30 minutes with someone you never see again. Introducing herself as a sexy bookseller, she recommends strangers the book that will change their life. In the ensuing year, Nanako meets hundreds of people, some of whom want more than just a book. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what to think about this book, but it was only 99 cents and I was like, it just sounded kind of intriguing. So, and the reviews are really good. So yeah, I'm quite curious about that one as well. And then I also got the Full Moon Coffee Shop, another Japanese light novel. And this is the blurb. Under a glittering full moon, a Kyoto coffee shop with no fixed location or hours appears only where and when is needed. It's run by talking cats, serving the finest teas and coffees, delicious desserts, and age-old astrological wisdom. The Full Moon Coffee Shop attracts customers who have lost their way in their life, from a down-on-their-luck screenwriter to a failed video game developer. In the middle of the night, the feline guides will set them on their destined paths. Heartwarming and magical, the Full Moon Coffee Shop will remind you that it's never too late to discover your purpose. So that just sounds really, really wholesome, really, I don't know, like warm, and it's kind of like comforting. So I'm really, really excited about this one as well. So those are the 4 books I've recently bought. I'm really excited to start reading them. But yeah, I'm almost finished with the Baby Dragon Cafe, so I will finish reading that one really, really soon. Probably later this weekend, because the rest of this weekend I'm just going to chill off screen, just going to game some more, draw some more. So I've also finished, like I made those sketches at the start of this video last week in the botanical gardens, and I have actually worked them out in Procreate. So I have finished the little rainbow and the clouds and the sun hat and the carrots and the little bear wearing the flower crown, and I still need to like finish the work out the other sketches which I've made. So I'm excited for that. So if you're interested to see how the finished results look like, you can always follow me on Instagram at cozy.hermit.art, which is my art account. So if you're interested, you can just give me a follow over there. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave you here. And I just want to say thank you so much for joining me. It was kind of like a, I don't know, slice of life, little bits of everything kind of vlog. But yeah, it was fun sharing these little everyday moments with you guys. So I hope that you really enjoyed it. And if you did, please consider hitting that like button. Maybe even subscribe to the Cozy Hermit channel if you haven't already. And until we meet each other again, as always, stay cozy.